Well, I really wish Mark Walton would be a better leader. 'Cause I think being a good player is one thing, but having a chance to step up and help your teammates is really what leadership is all about. So I'm really hoping he'll show me some more.
I appreciate you answering my question.
Hey, so you got the scrimmage coming up on Saturday. What do you want your running backs to show you that maybe they didn't show you in the first scrimmage?
Well, I think just being more consistent, not just the running backs, but the entire offense as a whole. I think we just started out too slow, and I told them about the whole motivation aspect. Because I'm not a huge, rah-rah motivation type dude, but I know that's kind of a part of, what gets some guys motivated. But the self-motivation piece should be key, and being able to transfer that to the actual execution. Because again, you can be jacked up, fired up, yelling, screaming, having a good time, but if we don't execute, it doesn't matter. And I think, again, our defense is really good, and they make us better every single day. We've got to do a better job of not beating ourselves, just lining up and executing. And, I think on offensive, one guy goes the wrong way, kind of gets exposed and magnified kind of immediately. I think sometimes on defense, if a guy screws up, the ball doesn't come to his side. Of course, he'll kind of get in trouble from his coaching staff standpoint, but it might not be exposed to everybody from a watching standpoint. We just got to do a better job of executing and not letting the moment get too big for us. Just relax and play ball, man.
How about the O-line, Thomas? How have they been doing? How did they do in the scrimmage? I know there were quite a few sacks. That's what the coach said.
Yeah, I think the first unit I thought was pretty good. Again, it just comes down to one or two guys either using bad technique or maybe going the wrong way, having some misassignments. Just the self-inflicted wounds we got to be able to stop. Obviously, depth is an issue behind the first guys that we had, the first five guys. Just needs to be more competition. So thankfully we got some guys coming in this summertime that add to it and hopefully either push those guys to be better or beat them out. But I think it was solid overall. We got a long ways to go.
How are the quarterbacks looking? Sheriffs, Malik, and Cade in particular?
I thought it was really good. I would say with Sheriffs and Malik, more so Sheriffs, to see him stand in the pocket and take some shots and be able to take charge and be in command and like it's just poised and not being rattled. Obviously, Malik some really good things with the ball in his hand as well, be able to make some good decisions and also move around the pocket well. But just being consistent every single day is going to be the key to that spot.
You worried about injuries now for number two?
No, it's football. Stuff happens. I can't coach scared. Can't ask those guys to play scared. It's part of the game, and we just trust the process of those guys preparing their bodies the right way in the weight room. And obviously, our training staff doing a good job of taking care of them and just giving you all once you get here. Just can't worry about who might get hurt or when they might get hurt. It's a game. That's what you sign up for.
What is it about this program and you coaches that has so many recruits coming on board? From top recruits from all over the place, really?
Well, obviously Miami is a very attractive place, and obviously I'm not from here. I'm from Georgia, but Miami was my favorite school growing up my entire life. Watching Miami play, and I'm not saying that just because I'm here. You can ask anybody who's known me for years. You look on my walls when I was a kid, it was Miami Hurricane came here just because it was the best players in America came to Miami, and every single week they lined up and gave you their all. And if you beat them, which was rare, you didn't want to play them a second time. I think just being able to bring that mindset back to mainly these local guys they brought in Palm Beach, but also the best around the country that Miami is still on top, has a chance to be great.
I feel like he's like a natural playmaker. He's new to the position, receiver and stuff at the college level, and he's adjusting pretty quickly and making plays.
Are you looking forward to the scrimmage number 2? Is that any more fun than regular practice?
The scrimmage is always fun because you're competing full speed. Everything is tackle, and like a guy can touch you, you'd be down in normal practice. But scrimmage, you can break the tackle, stuff like that. So it'll be fun.
What's your goal personally and as a unit?
Just as a unit, I would say just grow. We just see if we just get better overall. They did good today. We had red zone period, and they did really good actually. So scored some touchdowns.
Is it different for you catching, from somebody else?
Yeah, it's different. It's hard to explain. Take care of this, but it's different.
All right, we got linebackers Zach Mccloud and CJ Perry available to the group. You want at the same time?
Yeah, but in different places. So Zach,
at your spot at linebacker, obviously you guys know each other forever and you're friends and stuff, but what's the competition like?
It's competition, but it's a lot of us helping each other. He might get a look in practice that I don't get. There's maybe time restrictions or just it's not scripted. So
We'll talk about those things in the film room, and we get together, every now and then. We try to make sure we all have the same knowledge. So it's competition, but we work together.
Who do you think's ahead right now?
Ahead, about me and him, I definitely like to hit more. I say that. I don't know. I really can't say.
Zach, what's your goals for the scrimmage? Second scrimmage number 2.
Same thing as it was, just kind of in the spring. Try to eliminate the mistakes. Not looking to do anything spectacular. Big things happen when you do the little things right. So that's what I'm looking for.
Is this going to be live, this one?
I really don't know. I think so. I mean, I know we'll be tackling to the ground. I'm not a quarterback, so.
Was that fun last time?
Yeah, sure. The first time in a minute that we got to, get on the ground and make something happen, see what it's really going to be like in the game.
Zach, Shaq talked yesterday or Tuesday about playing with urgency. And now a lot of big guns that the coaches were saying. What does that mean as far as playing urgency? What will happen if you guys play?
What will happen?
Yeah.
I think we'll get to the ball faster, we'll be able to make more tackles for loss, more sacks, more interceptions. It's just that affects all areas of the game, and I think that'll show what we're supposed to do. Thank you.
Chad, I know obviously he says there's still another level in range. Where is he compared to where he was at the end of last year?
I think Chad is an improved player from where he finished the season. I think the challenge for Chad is putting it all together and allowing it to happen on game day. And so for us, game day was last Saturday in the scrimmage. There's still plays that I think that he's playing so much better. He can be so much better. Just in terms of being the force that makes the play, doesn't almost make the play. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's still some almost that I think can be, that he can finish on.
And if I ask you, Manny, most improved returning player, what names come to mind? I'm sure it's not just one, but
let's see, just Mike Smith, a middle linebacker, I think has really made a jump. Robert Knowles at safety is really improving and is really a much better player than he was a year ago in the fall. Up front, most of our guys are